Let us talk about the long anticipated movie called Chemistry. It's currently showing on Bolajiogunmola TV. It was produced, it was written, and I think it was also directed by Adenikeadebayo, also known as OloriEsho, or here on YouTube. Like, I've seen a series, 360 with Abby. She reviews movies. My expectations were like high, and when I saw the lineups and when I saw the cast, I was like, okay, yeah. Daniel-Etim Effiong being paired with Ebenezer Eno for a romantic character, a romantic story. They're definitely going to knock it out of the park, and they did not disappoint. And the sprinkle of Bolajiogunmola, balanced diet. But yeah, you guys, let's talk about the movie. In case you're hearing my voice for the first time, I am Ronke Suyi. Welcome. I hope you stick around me. I hope you stay. Please consider subscribing to the channel. That's where you join the fam. It's absolutely for free. Please like this video. He helps a whole lot, and leave a comment. Have you seen the movie? Would you be seeing right after this review? Let's chat in the comment section. And if you're an OG subscriber, an OG viewer, welcome back, guys. It's another movie review. Let's chat about it in the comment section as well. This film featured Daniel-Etim Effiong as Chiziduru. We had Ebenezer Eno as Jobaduru, wife to Chiziduru. We had Bolajiogunmola, who played the character of Adana, Chizi's ex. We also had Michael Ejoor, who played the character of Efosa, his childhood friends with Chizi. We had Biodun Stephen also in this film, played the character of the manager of the hotel where Chizi and Joba were lodged into. We had Jay on here as well. He played Mr. Patrick. Yeah. Movie Chemistry is about this newly wedded couple whose high hopes for their wedding night and their honeymoon came crashing down when the wife couldn't snap out of her fears for having sex for the first time. And it got worse when someone from the husband's past came back into the picture. Introduced to them on their wedding evening. The wedding had been done, reception was done. They were at their hotel where they were going to do like a 1 week thereabout honeymoon thingy, all lovey-dovey, all loved up. They looked like they were in love. They looked like they really enjoyed each other's company. They just gave the vibe of like newlyweds that can't just get their hands off each other, and they're just giggling and smiling here and there. Of course, there was this whole conversation about them consummating their marriage, since they both had to wait until marriage in order to have sex. And Joba on one hand was really excited. She couldn't wait to be with her husband. She couldn't wait to experience that side of him because they've had to wait. Chizi on the other hand was really looking forward to it. And so fast forward to the night of their wedding, Joba had conversations with her sister, what to do, how to get prepared, how to be in the right mood and whatnot. Sister was just like, don't overthinking, just do it, just communicate with your husband and all of those things. And it's finally time for them to like get all loved up, and they just couldn't because Joba was so locked up in fear of that whole experience and how she's heard that is so painful. And according to what we've heard and seen or read, people respond to pain differently. Like for some people it seems very extreme for them, and some people, they can manage pain well. So it looked like Joba was someone who was very tender, and she just couldn't wrap her head around the fact that she's gonna feel pain and all that. So that really made her locked up, and they just couldn't do it. They couldn't consummate their marriage that night. And of course, as expected, that left Chizi flustered. It left him anxious, like confused at the same time, like, okay, what's going on? At the same time, he tried not to make it about himself. He pacified her, like, okay, we're gonna do it at your own time. There's no rush and all that. But Joba was feeling really terrible. Like, she's had to make this man wait for a long time, and now the time is here, and is starting to feel like her body's so locked up from their experience and all that. I expected she got on the phone with her sister and our auntie, and she told her about it, and they tried to rub mine. It was crazier when the next morning they were at the poolside and they ran into Chizi's ex, Adana, character played by Bolajiogunmola. She's looking hot. She's coming out of the pool. She's wearing a sexy swimsuit. She's looking good. And the husband is like... And of course, like, considering the kind of history that he had that we later got to know in the film, I'm just like, this is trouble, guys. And as if that second problem of theirs wasn't enough, there was this receptionist at the hotel where they lodged her, had her eye on her husband, that's cheesy, and she kept making sexual advances at him, saying, if you need anything, make sure to let us know that you need something. She kept giving him those looks, she kept giving him those smile, like she was basically flirting with him at every given opportunity. Joba was very much carried away with the whole issue they were having maritally and medically, in her own aspect, that she didn't even notice that, this woman right here is pursuing my husband with her eyes and her body and everything. Like I said in my last review of Let the Best Man Win, I like that our movies are now talking about very intricate topics concerning marriage, like not about the full-blown marriage, not even cheating in specific right now, but like other very specific topics that a lot of people tend to overlook. Like there's this pressure on couples on their wedding night that it's gonna be bam, it's gonna be the best. Like this cast my mind back to the movie. I can't remember the movie. I'll put a poster on the screen. The movie with Uzo where Wedding Night Blues, right? Wedding Night Blues, Uzo and Uche Montana. Like a lot of people don't think that, okay, what if wedding nights are actually not like this? Like a lot of people go through different stories, different experiences on the so-called wedding night that they probably would never share, and they probably would never get over or figure things out. And, it just sets the wrong tone for their marriage, and you just wonder what went wrong in the marriage, yeah? So, they were trying to figure it out. Tensions were high. Joba obviously wanted to make love to her husband, but she was finding it very difficult. Chizzy, on the other hand, was sexually frustrated, and there his ex was in the same hotel with him, and then there's also this receptionist that keeps bugging him and flirting with him, and it was just temptation here and there. And then he had arguments with his wife. Like, it was just a lot for both parties. Now, onto the characters and their performance. I think Daniel-Etim Effiong paired with Ebenezer Eno was a great combo. Like, I know I always talk about when we see couples and we don't see like great chemistry between them, and I'm just like, Daniel-Etim Effiong would have played it well. So yeah, seeing him here, I was just like, nah, we have nothing to bother about. Like, if it's chemistry, it's gonna deliver. It's gonna deliver. So yeah, we got that with him. Ebenezer Eno too did great. I enjoy seeing her on my screen. I think she's a wonderful actor. So yeah, I appreciated the fact that she played that role with Daniel-Etim Effiong. I also had Bolajiogunmola Ogunmola. I like that Bolajiogunmola Ogunmola was so in this film, but also not so in the film. Like, she maintained like the right amount of duration or right amount of screen time was given to her character. It wasn't the ex that was just all over the place in their marriage. Like, she still maintained her distance, but she was still a crucial part of the story, which I really liked. And she played her character really well. Like, Bolajiogunmola is a goddess, you guys. So yeah. Michael Ejoor too came in with the humor, with the goofy friend vibe, goofy brother vibe, goofy brother-in-law vibe. I really loved his character. I loved the jokes he would throw in. There was a point like he had to be visiting the hotel every now and then, because whenever they had this issue, the husband Chizzy would call up on him. He would call him up to bring this, to bring that, to come and say something, come and chat about this, chat about that. And at some point, I was just like, maybe this man will just move in with you people, because it's the hotel that close to his house and he keeps coming. And I like the fact that in the dialogue, at some point, it was like, it's like, I'll come and move with you people. Is there space on your matrimonial? Because you keep calling me here. I've been here like 9 times, and my house is not close to this place. It's far away. Like, I liked that. Made the story so much realistic. Like, okay, I'm thinking about this thing, and then the character goes ahead and says it. Yeah. I liked that the writer was in tune with the mind of the viewers, which really added so much to the film. We had Biodun Stephen as well. She played the character of this manager who was hell-bent on, making sure that the receptionist who was flirting with Chizzy doesn't ruin their marriage. Like, she was on her toes. She was very, very observant, doing her job very well, diligently. She also gave this cool auntie vibe, this upright auntie that would not condone any, bad behavior and all that. Jay on air too was, it was also good. One that was always looking around for G's, taking G's to the receptionist. Just normal character. I think he did okay. Now, on to the things I liked about this film. I liked the writing, like I already spoke about with regards to Michael Ejoor's character. I liked the writing. I even liked the dialogue. Like, there was a part where, when Chizzy just found out about, the medical sort of issue that his wife Joba was going through, and was having a conversation with Efosa, and he was like, I think he was going to make it about himself, like, oh my god, I can't believe I waited for so long, a year plus, and now it's time to do this, and she's saying this, and she's feeling this. Like, I messed up. Like, I can't even believe I'm stuck. I thought it was going to be like he's stuck, another kind of thing. Like, but it was more like, oh, that he feels sorry for her. He doesn't even know how to communicate with her. He doesn't even know how to be there for her. He doesn't want her to feel pain. He doesn't want to put her in a painful situation. He doesn't want to hurt her. And I felt that was really, really cute. And he further emphasized his love for his wife. And also with the writing as well, we're able to get an insight into what their relationship was like, how they met, how long they dated for and all that. And that was in the dialogue. I mean, they could have done that with flashbacks, but I mean, exploring the part of actually infusing history and the past to dialogues, I really like when they do that. So yeah, that's why it's very important to like listen very well when watching movies, so you can catch in on that. I love the casting as well. I think I already mentioned that. The romance, you guys, the romance. Oh, I had a friend post that after seeing this movie, she doesn't think she can ever marry an actor, and I agreed with her, because what? It was you guys, go and watch the movie and find out yourself. The chemistry was and the giggles, if they felt like newlywed, they felt in love, they felt like friends. The giggles, the play, I really loved it. Like, really, really emphasized the title of the film. I liked the story as well and the message behind it. I liked that the story actually emphasized that, you know, the right person would wait for and with you, and that faithfulness is very important. You know, going back to my first point, like we saw that Cheesy, he had this 12 hours marathon history with Bolajiogunmola's character, that's Adana. I mean, it just shows you that if somebody is not willing to wait for you, if that's what you really want, not like you're saying this and you're acting another way, then that means the person probably doesn't see you, or the person probably doesn't deem you worthy enough to be waited for and waited with. So yeah, the right person will definitely wait for you and, you know, be with you. And, you know, faithfulness is very important. Like right now in the society, there's this whole conversation around how it is impossible to be faithful. You know, you're definitely going to need one or two assistants from side players here and there, even when you're married. Like, and a lot of people have come to actually accept that fact. A lot of women have accepted that fact. In fact, a lot of men have accepted the fact that, okay, or if like my partner will definitely cheat on me, I just have to make peace with that and move on. And the movie just reminded the viewers that faithfulness is actually important and it's very, very possible. Like Chizzy could have cheated with that secretary and gotten away with it. He could have had a fling, a thing or two with Adana, although his mind explored that option, but it was good that he didn't act on it despite all what their marriage was going through. And also, like, communication is very, very important. Like, you know, also like Joba, instead of just talking to her sister alone, she could have also had that conversation with her husband and say, okay, this is how I feel, this is how it makes me feel, this is what I think is going on, what can we do? Like, making him understand, so that, you know, like the way Cheesy thought about everything and was feeling very anxious about the whole thing, it wouldn't have happened like that. Also, he also reminded viewers that you don't throw your friends away, single or not, because you are married. Like, there was a time there was a whole conversation on social media about, oh, if you're married, you have no business to your single friends. Imagine if Cheesy had thrown away his friend when he was married. Like, yo, like, who they have been able to run to talk about and share his burden with. Like, even, you know, we saw that, you know, Job already had a good relationship with her auntie. That's why she's able to call her for advice. Her auntie was able to tell her to stay in her marriage and deal with the issue and not run away. And also the fact that wedding nights are overrated. Like, some people tend to talk about this wedding night like, if you don't get it right that night, then you can never get it right, then your marriage is ruined, it is done for. Like, you can always try another night, you can always try another night, then another night, then another night, till you guys finally figure things out. So I really loved the story or the lessons that this movie actually emphasized on, because even in the comment section you see a lot of people share their stories, especially women, like how their wedding night was. And I like that it's debunking like the public opinion that people have about married night, about it being rosy. I mean, it can be rosy, it can be very romantic and all that, but like, what happens when it's not? What happens when you are fearful? What happens when it's not like you envisioned? And I think this would also add more to like conversations between couples, intending husbands and wife, or people that are in a romantic relationship. Like, okay, what's your take on this? Especially if two of them are trying to abstain, are trying to stay away from sex, you're married. Like, okay, what if whenever you even think of say what comes to your mind, you have certain fears about it. Do you have any reservation? I mean, I feel like talking about this also helps prepare the mind of one another and also know where each other's headspace is at, right? Music as well. The music also did well. They sounded like originals, honestly. But I don't know if they're original soundtracks, but the music actually sounded like they were made for the film. So there was one scene I liked, the scene with Adana and Joba having breakfast. That's Chizi's ex and Chizi's wife, and the receptionist that's been trying to flirt to the husband. She walked in on the both of them and she's like, now wow. I'm like, sister, I beg myself now. So I say, I'm grab a chair and join them. Let us call it the women of cheesy affairs. But yeah, that scene was really hilarious to me. And also, not the producer and director of the film making a cameo appearance, like the scene where after the fight between Cheesy and Joba, Cheesy went to the bar to sit down and have a drink, and the lady that took the last gulp of her drink from the cup and dropped it and was checking something from her phone. That was the director, in case you guys don't know her. I was just like, okay, not Adenike making an appearance. I love it. I love it. And also, not her plugging a brand and a YouTube channel. Like the part where Joba was like, oh, I've been doing my research, I've been watching videos on YouTube, and I came across this lady called OloriEsho who shared similar experience, who shared our own story which is similar to hers. I think we should watch it together. I'm just like, okay, I see you. What a way to plug in your brand. What a way to plug it. I don't know, maybe I noticed because I was listening closely to their dialogues. But yeah, I really liked that. I really liked that. But yeah, and when I started watching the film, I was just like, I think OloriEsho has shared something like this about our marriage night on our YouTube channel before, but like that really confirmed it for me. Yeah, I just liked the film. I really enjoyed the film. I think it's something that people can watch, have conversations about. Like I already said, it's a conversation starter, which is really good for the story and for the film in general. If you've seen Chemistry, let me know in the comment section. If you're yet to, let me know that you're yet to see it, and a link to the movie will be in my description box. It's currently showing on Bolajiogunmola TV here on YouTube. I also like the wardrobe, like their outfits were serious when it needed to, with regards to like, Mike Ejoor, who is coming outside of the hotel, and Bolajiogunmola, who has meetings in between and maybe has to step out for something. And for like the couple, aside from their wedding night, they were on casuals, very light, hairy, simple dresses, simple outfits. I mean, you could tell that that wardrobe is the wardrobe of somebody that came for honeymoon. Like, she doesn't intend to really go out. She's wearing a lot of like skimpy, a lot of like light dresses, colorful dresses, nice outfits. Like I really liked that. Like it wasn't like they were indoor and she was with heavy face beats and very serious outfits. I mean, yeah, I just thought to pop that in. Like this video and subscribe if you're yet to. Share this video and leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to see my next review. Until then, make sure to remain happy because you're with yourself. Bye guys.